13 attractive men's habits women secretly love. Use them daily. Stoicism, modern stoic. The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. Mahatma Gandhi. Gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to uncover a powerful topic that can elevate your life on multiple fronts, not just in attracting women, but in becoming a truly remarkable version of yourself. We're diving into 13 impactful habits that women secretly adore in men, habits that leave a lasting impression and are deeply influenced by the timeless principles of Stoicism. Now, you might be thinking, what does Stoicism have to do with attraction? Actually, it's more than you might realize. Stoicism teaches us how to master our emotions, build mental fortitude, and live with intentionality, all of which are incredibly magnetic traits. Whether you're just beginning to explore Stoicism, or you're already on your way to becoming a modern Stoic, these habits will not only enhance your relationships, but also help you lead a life full of confidence, emotional depth, and unwavering resilience. So let's dive in and explore these habits, showing you how to apply them daily to become the kind of man that women truly respect and admire. 1. Vision and purpose. In life, the most powerful force a man can wield is not brute strength or wealth, but a deep sense of vision and purpose. Women love men who live with a clear purpose, those who wake up every morning knowing exactly where they are going and what they are doing. This isn't about ambition alone. It's about a stoic life where actions align with principles that guide you unerringly, regardless of the distractions that life throws your way. Women admire men who have a strong sense of direction because it signals to them that you are reliable, grounded, and driven, qualities that are both rare and attractive. A man who knows his purpose is not swayed by every whim, nor is he desperate for approval. As the ancient philosopher Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This is a core Stoic principle. Control what you can control, and let everything else go. If you don't have a vision for your life, you're a ship without a rudder, drifting aimlessly. Women may not say it, but they are drawn to men who operate with a sense of purpose, because it shows them that you are in control of your life, and by extension, can offer them security and stability. The truth is, without a purpose, you'll never truly attract the right kind of woman. Don't wait for life to find meaning for you. The secret is simple: define it yourself and live it every single day. That is how you live a modern Stoic life, a life rooted in principles, not transient desires. You must cultivate this mindset and make it your daily habit. By doing so, you show not only strength of character, but also deep wisdom in action, proving your worth and your ability to lead, not only in relationships, but in all aspects of life. Don't just live with purpose. That's what will set you apart. He who has a why to live can bear almost any how. This quote by Friedrich Nietzsche speaks volumes about why vision and purpose are non-negotiable for a man who seeks greatness. As you pursue your vision, remember this: life is not about passive existence. It's about actively shaping your destiny, taking deliberate actions in alignment with your core values. That's how you live the Stoic principles, by acting with intention, decisiveness, and clarity. Women are naturally attracted to men who embody this because it signals strength, conviction, and leadership. So, be the man with the vision. Be the one who others look up to and respect. You must train your mind to act in line with your vision, even when the world around you is chaotic. This is the essence of the Stoic life. It's not about avoiding struggle or hardship. It's about navigating them with a calm, clear-headed focus that only comes from living with purpose. The way you think, act, and speak reveals your inner strength. Show her that you have the capacity to withstand the pressures of life with grace and determination, and you'll earn her admiration. Don't just be a man with a plan. Be the man whose plan is so clear, so powerful, that others can't help but be drawn to your purpose. The greatest wealth is to live content with little, said Plato, And this is a profound Stoic truth. It's not about accumulating wealth or possessions. It's about living a life true to your vision, one where you don't need external validation because your internal compass directs you. This sense of purpose will radiate out from you, influencing everything you do and everyone you meet. You will not only attract the right kind of woman, but also become the man you were always meant to be. Women are attracted to men who are strong, who have purpose, and who live by a code. The Stoic life is a powerful code, one that has stood the test of time. The modern Stoic lives with clarity, discipline, and a focus on what truly matters. You must embody this. You must become the man you want to be, not wait for life to hand it to you. The choice is yours. Live with purpose, live with vision, and master your mind. The world will respond in kind. Make your decision now. Comment, "I choose purpose," below, and take control of your life today. 2. Compassion and empathy. Compassion and empathy are two traits that resonate deeply with women, and they can become your secret weapons in building better relationships and understanding the world around you. In a world that often emphasizes strength and stoicism, many men overlook the true power found in genuine compassion. Yet, a modern Stoic man knows that his ability to understand and connect with others is not a weakness, but a strength. In fact, the blessing of Stoicism doesn't lie in shutting oneself off from the world, but in embracing the full spectrum of human experience, including empathy. This doesn't mean that you need to become overly emotional or soft. It means that you must learn how to listen, how to understand what someone else is going through, and how to offer kindness and support when needed. Women secretly love this quality because it shows that a man is not just concerned with his own struggles, but also with the challenges of others. A modern Stoic man uses empathy to build strong, meaningful relationships, not by offering superficial advice or judgment, but by simply being present and understanding. This quality of empathy ties directly into the concept of compassion, which is often the foundation of lasting love and respect. Compassion, in the true sense, goes beyond feeling sorry for someone. It's about feeling with them. You don't have to fix every problem, but you must be willing to share the burden. When you approach relationships with this mindset, you unlock a level of depth that many people, especially women, find incredibly attractive. Compassion means being the rock when someone else is crumbling, but also knowing when to let your own guard down and show vulnerability. You must never underestimate the power of a man who is compassionate, his emotional intelligence, his ability to tune into others, and his ability to offer a steady presence. These qualities are essential in both friendships and romantic relationships. Women don't just seek partners who are physically strong or successful. They seek men who are emotionally aware and who possess the old Stoic quality of being able to carry the weight of others' feelings without breaking under pressure. Incorporating compassion and empathy into your daily life doesn't require grand gestures. It's the little things: how you listen when someone speaks, how you offer a helping hand without being asked, how you pause to consider someone else's perspective. Imagine you're at work and a colleague seems off. Instead of ignoring it or chalking it up to a bad day, you ask, "Hey, are you okay? Is there anything I can do to help?" These simple yet powerful actions communicate care and concern, and they have a lasting impact. Women love men who show they care, not just through words, but through consistent, thoughtful actions. These behaviours signal that you are grounded in the blessing of Stoicism, a Stoicism that doesn't cut you off from the world, but allows you to engage with it more fully. As a modern Stoic, you understand the importance of emotional discipline, yet you also recognise that emotions are a part of the human experience that must be embraced, not feared. Compassion and empathy will make you more attractive, not because they make you appear soft, but because they demonstrate strength, the strength to care, to listen, and to support. Remember, Stoicism isn't about being cold or indifferent. It's about being calm and collected in the face of adversity, while also remaining deeply connected to the world around you. This is the essence of the old Stoic philosophy, which encouraged men to cultivate an inner peace that does not isolate them from others, but allows them to engage with the world in a more balanced and effective way. So don't shy away from embracing compassion and empathy in your daily life. Don't just wait for the right moment to act. Create those moments yourself. Recognize that the power of a modern Stoic man lies not just in his intellectual strength or his resilience, but also in his ability to care for and connect with those around him. And remember this: it is these qualities, subtle yet powerful, that women secretly admire and will always appreciate. Share your thoughts in the comments. How do you incorporate compassion and empathy into your life? What challenges have you faced in practicing these qualities? We'd love to hear your thoughts. 3. Staying calm in every situation. In life, challenges are inevitable. The key to thriving, especially for men, is staying calm in every situation, a habit that women secretly love. This doesn't mean you must suppress your emotions or ignore your feelings. Rather, it means mastering your emotional responses and staying composed under pressure. Think about it. When faced with stress, fear, or difficulty, how you respond defines you. The Blessing of Stoicism is all about this kind of mastery. Stoicism teaches you that while you can't control external circumstances, you can control your reaction to them. Women are drawn to men who embody this calmness. It's a sign of inner strength, self-control, and emotional intelligence. They admire a man who doesn't overreact, but instead assesses situations logically and thoughtfully, remaining level-headed no matter how intense the pressure gets. So how do you practice this Stoic lesson in modern life? Begin by reminding yourself that staying calm is within your control. Whenever you're confronted with a stressful situation, whether it's an argument, a tough decision, or unexpected news, pause before you react. Take a deep breath, center yourself, and think about the bigger picture. Don't allow momentary emotions to cloud your judgment. Women love a man who, instead of escalating a situation, takes a step back, listens carefully, and responds with clarity. In these moments, you demonstrate that you're not easily rattled, that you have the wisdom and maturity to face whatever life throws at you. In today's fast-paced, often chaotic world, where everything is moving at a breakneck speed, this Stoic habit is incredibly valuable. Most people react impulsively, driven by fear, anger, or excitement. But those who follow Stoicism know that these emotional responses often cloud good decision-making. Instead, they take a moment to check themselves, acknowledging their feelings, but not allowing them to dictate their actions. This practice of self-regulation is incredibly attractive to women because it shows control and confidence, two qualities that many find irresistible. However, staying calm doesn't mean you should suppress your emotions entirely. It's about understanding them, giving yourself permission to feel, but then choosing how you respond to those emotions. The Stoic mindset allows you to acknowledge your anger, stress, or frustration, yet not be ruled by them. This wisdom is a powerful trait that women notice in men. They understand that when a man is calm, he is reliable. When things go wrong, he doesn't panic. He doesn't let emotions overtake him. Instead, he responds in a way that's thoughtful, composed, and calm, which provides security and reassurance in relationships. To incorporate this Stoic approach into your daily life, start small. When something frustrating happens, whether it's traffic, a disagreement, or a minor setback, take a moment to pause and breathe before reacting. Ask yourself what the best course of action is, not what your immediate emotional response might be. This shift in mindset will allow you to stay grounded, even when life doesn't go according to plan. By making this practice a part of your routine, you will cultivate an air of calm and confidence that others, especially women, will be naturally drawn to. They will appreciate that you don't let life's inevitable obstacles throw you off course. Instead, you handle them with grace, perspective, and quiet strength. The Blessing of Stoicism isn't just about maintaining calm in difficult situations. It's also about understanding the impermanence of life. Stoics understand that everything, both good and bad, is temporary. This perspective is incredibly powerful. When things are tough, the Stoic mindset helps you stay grounded, reminding you that this too shall pass. And when things are going well, You don't get carried away with pride or overconfidence because you understand that fortune is fleeting. This balanced approach to life is incredibly attractive because it reflects maturity, self-awareness, and a deep understanding of the world. Women value these traits because they signal that you can handle the highs and lows of life with balance and dignity. Don't underestimate the power of staying calm and practicing stoicism. The ability to maintain your composure under pressure is a habit that not only makes you a better man, but also makes you more attractive in the eyes of those around you. It shows that you can be trusted in times of uncertainty and that you have the emotional intelligence to deal with life's challenges thoughtfully. Cultivate this habit daily, and you'll find that it not only improves your relationships, but also boosts your overall sense of fulfillment and self-confidence. Women love men who live by the principles of Stoicism because it's a reminder that a calm, composed, and wise man is truly unstoppable. If you found this insight valuable, like this post, comment your thoughts, and share it with someone who could benefit from this wisdom. Don't forget to subscribe for more deep wisdom on relationships. And let's comment to remember, every action you take must come from a place of strength and authenticity. 4. Being a genuine listener. Being a genuine listener is one of the most attractive habits a man can develop. It's a skill that goes beyond simply hearing words. It's about understanding the emotions behind them, engaging with empathy, and responding thoughtfully. Women secretly love this quality because it signals maturity, emotional intelligence, and respect. Don't underestimate the power of listening. It's a clear sign of your self-awareness and your ability to control your impulses. As a modern Stoic, you must understand that true strength doesn't come from dominating conversations, but from knowing when to step back, stay silent, and listen. This is the blessing of Stoicism in action. A man who isn't just talking, but is genuinely engaged, attuned to the moment, and showing patience. Women appreciate this because it means you're not just hearing them, you're truly hearing them, understanding what they need, and giving them the space to express themselves without interruption. A good listener knows when to stay quiet and when to speak, and this wisdom comes from the philosophy of the old Stoic thinkers, who believed that understanding comes from observing and reflecting, not rushing to speak. This doesn't just make you a better companion, but a stronger, more attractive man. Listen more, talk less, and observe how your relationships, whether romantic or platonic, flourish. In life, being a genuine listener is more than just a technique. It's a way of life. Don't fall into the trap of believing that constantly speaking your mind is the best way to connect. Sometimes, the most powerful thing you can do is listen. A good listener can learn a lot about someone's needs, desires, and even their fears without them having to explicitly state anything. And when you listen, truly listen, you show that you value the other person's thoughts, feelings, and perspective. This is a principle rooted in the heart of modern Stoicism, the ability to control your impulses and focus on the present moment. It's about recognizing that the present, the here and now, is the most important thing. And that means giving the person in front of you your full attention. The blessing of Stoicism is the discipline to maintain focus, to resist the urge to jump into conversations with your own opinions or experiences, but to simply allow the other person to share their truth. Women are drawn to this because it shows emotional maturity and patience, two qualities that are often undervalued in our fast-paced world. There's no need for you to prove anything with your words. Let your actions, your attentive listening, your thoughtful responses, and your calm presence do all the talking. A great listener doesn't just hear the words, they hear the message, the underlying emotions, the subtle cues that might otherwise go unnoticed. It takes a certain level of emotional control, which is at the core of being a modern Stoic. Men who embrace the old Stoic principles know that true power lies not in reacting impulsively, but in responding wisely. The key is to show that you can stay calm, composed, and collected, no matter what emotions arise. You don't need to rush in with solutions or advice. Just listening and showing empathy is often the most powerful way to connect. As the philosopher Epictetus said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." It's a simple but powerful reminder that the art of listening is often more important than the act of speaking. As a modern Stoic, you must cultivate patience, self-awareness, and discipline. Being a great listener requires practice, but it's an investment that pays off exponentially in your relationships. Don't just listen with your ears, listen with your whole being. Look at the speaker, feel the emotions they're conveying, and allow them the space to be heard. This is where your Stoic training will serve you well, as it allows you to control your impulses and focus on what truly matters, the connection you're building. Women appreciate a man who doesn't just offer advice or talk over them, but one who listens and responds with thoughtfulness and care. It's a habit you can cultivate every day, and it will transform your relationships. Take time today to practice being a better listener and see how the people around you respond. 5. Confidence without arrogance. Confidence without arrogance is one of the most attractive qualities a man can embody. It's about understanding your worth and abilities without the need to boast or belittle others. Real confidence is quiet, calm, and rooted in self-assurance. It's the difference between a man who enters a room and demands attention by force and a man who enters and commands respect simply by being himself. This subtle power is a reflection of the blessing of Stoicism, the ability to control one's emotions and actions, no matter the external circumstances. A man who practices Stoicism knows that his worth isn't defined by the approval of others, and he doesn't feel the need to constantly prove himself. He remains steady and unshaken by external validation or praise. When you embody this type of confidence, you don't have to say a word for people to know you're someone of value. This is not the arrogant type of confidence that pushes people away, but the quiet strength that draws them in. In today's world, where social media often rewards attention-seeking behavior and superficial displays, true confidence has become rare. However, it's the men who are comfortable in their own skin, who have mastered the Stoic lessons of self-discipline and emotional control, who stand out the most. The key to this type of confidence is understanding that your value is intrinsic. It comes from within, not from the external world. The modern Stoic knows that life is full of challenges and difficulties, but rather than seeking validation or reassurance from others, he relies on his own strength and principles to navigate through life. By embracing the blessing of Stoicism, he understands that it is not about controlling everything around him, but about controlling how he reacts to life's inevitable ups and downs. To develop this confidence, you must first learn to let go of the need for constant approval. Don't base your sense of self-worth on the opinions of others. Instead, focus on your actions, your values, and your principles. Every decision you make should be rooted in what you believe to be right, not in what will make you appear successful or worthy in the eyes of others. This is a fundamental aspect of Stoicism. When you operate from a place of inner certainty, you stop worrying about what others think or how they perceive you. You understand that their opinions do not define you. Confidence without arrogance is grounded in self-respect, not in the need for validation from the world. Being confident without arrogance is also about being authentic. Don't try to impress others or put on a facade. Women in particular are drawn to men who are genuine and true to themselves. They are attracted to a man who is comfortable with who he is and does not feel the need to act a certain way to gain approval. This type of confidence radiates naturally, and it invites respect. It doesn't come from trying to be someone you're not, but from being who you are. Embrace the power of authenticity in your everyday life and let it become your greatest asset. You must also understand that confidence is about taking responsibility for your life and actions. A man who lacks confidence often tries to shift blame or avoid difficult situations. In contrast, a truly confident man owns his decisions, his mistakes, and his successes. This ownership gives him the power to grow, to learn, and to adapt. A modern Stoic embracing the Stoic lessons knows that responsibility is a key component of living a meaningful life. He doesn't shy away from challenges or responsibilities because he understands that through these experiences, he becomes a stronger and more capable individual. In summary, confidence without arrogance is the hallmark of a man who has mastered the art of self-control and emotional resilience. It is a powerful trait that comes from within. Fueled by the principles of Stoicism, it doesn't require loud proclamations or attention-seeking behavior. Instead, it is the quiet assurance that you are enough, just as you are, and that you can handle whatever life throws your way. Practice the Stoic lessons of self-discipline, responsibility, and authenticity, and you'll not only become more attractive to others, but also develop a deeper sense of fulfillment and inner peace. So, stop seeking approval from the world, focus on your inner strength, and let your confidence shine. Remember, true confidence is always rooted in Stoicism, strength without boastfulness, calm without complacency. Share your experience in the comments, or if you're keeping it simple, just drop this in the comments. My peace comes first. 6. Maintaining mental calmness. Maintaining mental calmness is a skill every modern man needs, especially in today's fast-paced, high-pressure world. It is the cornerstone of living a stoic life. The ability to keep your composure when the world is falling apart around you is not just admirable, it's essential. Real men don't flinch at life's challenges. Instead, they embrace them. They confront them with unwavering focus and resolute calmness. This is what Stoic principles teach us. Think of Marcus Aurelius, who led an empire with the calmness of a seasoned philosopher. His strength wasn't just in battle, but in his ability to maintain mental clarity, no matter the external storm. You must remember, calmness is power. It's the secret weapon of every man who wants to thrive in a chaotic world. Don't believe the lie that you need to react to every obstacle with aggression or frustration. Reacting impulsively only weakens your mind and your resolve. Instead, pause, breathe, hold your ground. This is where your Stoic mindset comes in. The Stoic life is built on mastering yourself, not the world. Control your emotions, and you control your destiny. Women don't just want a man who's physically strong. They desire a man who can stay calm and composed in the face of adversity. Why? Because this signals self-control, confidence, and the ability to lead. The powerful men throughout history, those who inspired and led nations, were the ones who didn't lose themselves when things got tough. The more you can control your mind, the more you control your life. This is the modern Stoic way of being. Let me tell you something. The calmness you cultivate becomes magnetic. You may have noticed that the men who aren't easily rattled are often the ones others gravitate toward. It's not a coincidence. People crave stability and leadership, and when you radiate that, others follow. Think of the calmness of Steve Jobs, who built Apple into a global empire. He faced countless setbacks, yet he never let his emotions dictate his actions. His mental calmness allowed him to navigate uncertainty with a steady hand. It's that same level-headedness that sets great leaders apart from the rest. So if you want to stand out, to be the man women admire, you must master the art of mental calmness. Now, it's time to apply this. Every day, practice keeping your cool in difficult situations. When you feel anger rising, take a deep breath and ask yourself, what's the best response here? The answer won't be found in a quick, emotional outburst. It will come from a place of clear thought and deliberate action. This is not just theory. This is the core of the Stoic life. As Epictetus said, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Your ability to respond thoughtfully, rather than react impulsively, will be the key to unlocking your full potential. And remember, this isn't just about avoiding negativity. This is about creating positive energy, about being the steady force that others need in their own lives. Women and people in general are drawn to stability. Your mental calmness will give you the strength to face whatever comes your way with clarity and grace. Every time you choose mental calmness, you are strengthening your Stoic principles. This practice is the foundation of being a modern Stoic. When life throws punches, you absorb them. You don't let the chaos shake you. Embrace the chaos, let it roll off you, and keep your focus. This is the ultimate masculine habit. Women notice it, men respect it. You must become the man who remains unshaken by stress, unfazed by the unpredictable nature of life. This calmness is your greatest asset, and it's something you can work on every single day. The more you practice, the more powerful and in control you will feel. Master your mind, and the world becomes yours. Keep this in your heart. Don't let the noise of the world drown out your inner calm. Master your emotions, and you'll master your life. So the next time you face a challenge, remember, mental calmness isn't just about avoiding emotional outbursts. It's about owning your space in the world. Don't just exist in it, dominate it. It all begins with the calm, stoic resolve you bring to each moment. It's not just about surviving life. It's about mastering it, like the true stoic man that you are. And don't just take my word for it. Make it your mantra. Cultivate this power. The world is waiting for men who lead with unshakable calmness. Will you rise to the challenge? If this message spoke to your heart today, leave a comment about faith. I am a high-value man. 7. Gratitude and humility. Gratitude and humility, two virtues that go hand in hand, are often overlooked in our daily lives, especially by men striving for success and recognition. But let me tell you this, a man who embodies these qualities is like a rare gem in a world full of noise and ego. Gratitude is not only the greatest of virtues, but the parent of all the others, said Marcus Tullius Cicero, an ancient Stoic philosopher. It's true. Gratitude is the foundation of everything, and humility? It is the anchor that keeps you grounded as you rise. These two traits, when practiced consistently, have an undeniable appeal, especially to women who are attracted not just to a man's appearance or wealth, but to his character. It's easy to get caught up in the hustle of modern life, especially for men in their prime, between 35 and 70. The pressures of career, family, and self-image often overshadow these simple yet profound virtues. But here's where the modern Stoic comes in. A modern Stoic understands that life is full of challenges and uncertainties, but he also knows that cultivating gratitude and humility is not just about being passive. It's about taking ownership of your emotions, your actions, and your impact on others. Men who practice gratitude regularly become more attuned to the blessings they have, rather than focusing on what they lack. Gratitude allows you to see the good in your life, even when things aren't perfect. Women find this quality irresistibly attractive because a grateful man isn't obsessed with his shortcomings or endlessly chasing after what's next. He knows that every moment is a gift, and he treats those around him with appreciation for simply being a part of his journey. Humility, on the other hand, is equally compelling. It's the ability to remain grounded and avoid the trap of arrogance, despite your successes or knowledge. An old Stoic once said, "He who is not a good servant will never be a good master." This timeless wisdom resonates deeply today. The modern Stoic knows that humility does not equate to weakness, but rather to strength. A humble man is not afraid to listen, to learn, and to admit when he is wrong. Women secretly admire this trait, for it signifies maturity and emotional intelligence. Men who practice humility are more approachable, relatable, and real. They don't have to boast or brag about their achievements. They simply show up as who they are, with an openness to growth and learning. The beauty of these two habits is that they're not just reserved for personal relationships, but for every aspect of your life. A grateful and humble man naturally becomes a better leader, friend, partner, and even father. His presence commands respect, not because of his status, but because of his character. You don't need to shout about your achievements. Let your actions speak louder than words. Women don't want a man who's too busy puffing out his chest. They want someone who acknowledges their worth and is willing to grow alongside them. A modern Stoic doesn't wait for external validation. He knows his value lies within, and this inner strength is incredibly attractive. Practice gratitude every day by acknowledging the small wins and the people who support you. Embrace humility by recognizing that no matter how far you've come, there's always room to grow. Don't let your ego lead you. Let wisdom, compassion, and understanding guide your actions. These qualities, rooted deeply in the blessings of Stoicism, will transform you into the kind of man who doesn't just attract others, but who leaves a lasting impact. So don't wait. Start today. Cultivate gratitude and humility in every interaction, and watch how the world around you shifts. Women will notice. They will see a man who is not just successful in his own eyes, but who understands the value of those around him. A man who knows that true strength is not about dominance, but about service to others, to the moment, and to oneself. This is the essence of the old Stoic way, reborn in modern times. Let it be the guiding force in your life, and watch as your relationships, success, and inner peace flourish. Now, I want to hear from you. How do you practice gratitude and humility in your life? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's build a community of modern Stoics who are committed to living a life of meaning and integrity. 8. Patience and perseverance. Patience and perseverance are two virtues that often elude many men, but these qualities are exactly what women secretly adore in a partner. It's not about waiting idly or just passing time, but about maintaining composure and resilience through life's challenges. In the modern world, where everything is moving at a fast pace and instant gratification is just a click away, developing patience has become a rare trait. Yet, when a man is patient, he is showing not only emotional maturity, but also strength. This is the blessing of Stoicism, the ability to remain steadfast no matter the circumstances. Stoic lessons teach us that patience isn't about passively enduring, but actively choosing not to react impulsively. Women are drawn to men who can take a moment to think before speaking, who don't let every frustration dictate their actions, and who can calmly navigate through difficult situations without succumbing to rashness. Patience in everyday life is a powerful, silent form of confidence. It tells others that you don't need to rush, that you can handle whatever comes your way, and that you are in control. Perseverance, on the other hand, is the ability to keep going when everyone else would quit. It's about sticking to your path despite setbacks and continuing to strive toward your goals, no matter how long it takes. Women admire men who embody both qualities because they show a deeper understanding of life's ebbs and flows. These traits are not only essential for success, but also act as an anchor in relationships. When you approach a relationship with patience, you build trust. When you demonstrate perseverance, you show that you are committed and in it for the long haul. These aren't just good habits. They are what make men attractive. There is something about a man who knows how to handle life's challenges with calm determination that captivates women. Think about the men in history who have achieved greatness. Most of them had one thing in common: an unwavering commitment to their goals, no matter how much time or hardship it took. This commitment is rooted in the principles of Stoicism. The Stoic mindset teaches you to accept what you cannot control and to focus on what you can change. This perspective frees you from frustration and negativity, allowing you to move forward with clarity and purpose. It's about making peace with the inevitable struggles that come your way and using them as opportunities to grow stronger. When you apply Stoic lessons to your life, you gain the ability to navigate even the most stressful situations without letting emotions cloud your judgment. This is something that women secretly love because it brings stability to their lives. Moreover, women find themselves drawn to men who live with purpose and conviction. These are the men who have a clear vision of where they are heading in life. They don't waste time, nor do they chase fleeting pleasures. Instead, they remain steadfast, focused on their long-term goals. This is where perseverance truly shines. Women appreciate men who are not easily distracted, who don't give up at the first sign of difficulty. In today's world, where distractions are everywhere and the temptation to quit is ever present, perseverance is a rare but invaluable trait. The blessing of Stoicism is that it encourages men to stay the course, even when the road gets tough. It teaches you to keep your eye on the prize, no matter how many obstacles stand in your way. This kind of determination is incredibly attractive to women because it signals strength and reliability. So if you want to become the kind of man that women secretly love, adopt patience and perseverance into your daily life. Don't let setbacks discourage you, and never let the pressures of the world shake your calm. Practice stoicism in the face of adversity, and you'll not only grow as a person, but also become the kind of man who others look up to. Women will notice the subtle strength you possess, the quiet confidence that comes from knowing who you are and where you're going. Be patient, be persistent, and the world will take notice. These habits will not only make you more attractive, but they'll also help you build a life full of purpose and fulfillment. 9. Self-discipline and independence. Self-discipline is the foundation of a strong, independent man. It's not just about sticking to a routine or controlling your impulses. It's about mastery over yourself. It's about understanding that you are the architect of your own life and that your actions dictate your destiny. In today's world, men who cultivate self-discipline stand out. They are reliable, dependable, and focused. Women notice this. They see men who don't let emotions dictate their decisions. They respect men who can stay calm under pressure, make sound decisions when faced with uncertainty, and take action when others hesitate. These are the men who have embraced a stoic life, who understand that true power lies in self-mastery. They are the ones who do what they need to do, whether they feel like it or not. They don't wait for motivation to strike. They create their own. We suffer more often in imagination than in reality, said Seneca. This statement isn't just about avoiding worry. It's about choosing to act despite discomfort, despite doubt. It's about knowing that discomfort is temporary and growth is eternal. Women are drawn to the man who doesn't crumble when life throws a curveball. They appreciate the man who, despite his challenges, continues to push forward with quiet determination. Self-discipline allows a man to meet life head-on, without seeking validation from others. It's a testament to his independence. True independence isn't about living without others. It's about standing strong, relying on your principles, and making decisions that align with your values. A stoic man doesn't need approval to make decisions. He knows that his actions are what define him. When you embrace a stoic mindset, you begin to view challenges as opportunities, not obstacles. You train yourself to respond, not react. You stop blaming others or external circumstances for your feelings. Instead, you take ownership. Women admire this quality. They find it magnetic. Men who show up as their true selves, who live according to stoic principles, create an aura of confidence and strength that is hard to ignore. They don't ask for attention. They don't need to. They already have it. You must realize this. Self-discipline and independence are not just desirable traits, they are essential. In the same way a sword needs to be forged in fire, a man needs to build himself through consistent effort, focus, and restraint. Without discipline, you will remain at the mercy of your impulses. Without independence, you will always seek others to define your worth. But when you embody these traits, you become a force that attracts respect. The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injustice, said Marcus Aurelius. This is the power of the Stoic. It's not about proving a point to others. It's about holding yourself to a higher standard, one that is invincible to the whims of the world. Women recognize this. They recognize the man who holds himself accountable, who lives with integrity, and who knows how to handle life's ups and downs without losing his sense of self. So make the choice today. Cultivate your self-discipline. Build your independence. Embrace the Stoic life. Every decision you make, every action you take, should be a reflection of these values. This is your path to becoming the man women secretly love, the one who embodies strength, confidence, and unwavering self-control. If you want to live a life of purpose and power, begin with self-discipline. Build it day by day. This is your foundation. Your future is waiting. Stay focused, stay disciplined, and live the Stoic life. 10. Humour and the ability to lighten the mood. Humour and the ability to lighten the mood are powerful habits that every modern Stoic man should embrace. Women secretly love a man who knows how to bring a smile to a tense situation, easing the atmosphere with just the right amount of humour. It's not about cracking jokes every moment, but about knowing when to shift the energy. There's a distinct charm in a man who can diffuse tension without losing his composure. The blessing of Stoicism lies in maintaining control over your emotions, but it doesn't mean you must be stone-faced all the time. In fact, a modern Stoic who understands the importance of humour is even more appealing. It shows that he is in tune with the situation, understands the people around him, and possesses the wisdom to know that life is too short to take everything seriously. As the old Stoics would say, he who is not a good servant will not be a good master. By being light-hearted, a man becomes a servant to his own happiness and the joy of others. His ability to laugh at himself or even make others laugh is a sign of confidence, not weakness. A fool is one who cannot laugh at himself, goes an old adage. When a man can balance seriousness with humour, he projects an aura of calm strength, showing that he can navigate both light and heavy moments in life with ease. This balance is key. Men who can manage their emotions while adding a dash of humour to their conversations are more attractive, more captivating, and more engaging. They don't let life's challenges weigh them down. Instead, they rise above it, bringing warmth and comfort to those around them. Humour is a tool for connection. It's a language that everyone understands and enjoys. However, you must wield it wisely. Don't overdo it or use humour to mask deeper issues. Instead, let it be a sign of your ability to embrace life fully, even when things don't go as planned. As the ancient Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Men who embrace humour show that they understand this idea deeply, responding to the world around them with grace, wit, and a calm demeanour. They know that their ability to laugh at themselves and others isn't just about making others feel good. It's about proving to themselves that they are unshaken by external circumstances. So, if you want to make a lasting impression, start incorporating humour into your life. Don't overthink it. Just be genuine and light-hearted when the moment calls for it. And remember, your ability to laugh isn't just about making others happy. It's a reflection of your own inner peace and control, a mark of a true modern Stoic. Embrace the blessing of Stoicism, and let your sense of humour be the light that brightens your path and the lives of others. So how do you use humour in your life to make moments more memorable? Share your thoughts in the comments below. 11. Responsibility and proactivity. Don't wait for life to hand you opportunities. Take them. The modern man knows that being proactive is a sign of strength. Proactivity isn't just about action. It's about anticipation. It's about seeing the future, even when it's hidden behind the fog of uncertainty. Stoicism teaches us that we are responsible for our own lives. No one else is responsible for our success, failure, or happiness. The blessing of Stoicism lies in understanding that your life is in your hands. And if you want something to change, you have to make the first move. Don't be passive. Don't be a follower. Take ownership of your path, your health, your relationships, and your career. Women love a man who doesn't wait for things to happen, who shapes his own destiny. A man who steps up, speaks up, and acts with intention stands out. Responsibility isn't just about taking care of others. It's about taking care of yourself first. Your strength comes from being grounded in your values and driven by purpose. To embrace responsibility is to embrace growth. The modern Stoic man knows this. He understands that responsibility and proactivity are the twin forces that shape his life. You must not be afraid to take charge. The world doesn't owe you anything, and neither does anyone else. The blessing of Stoicism lies in recognizing that the moment you accept responsibility for your actions, your success becomes inevitable. Proactivity is the skill of anticipating what needs to be done before it becomes an urgent issue. It's not just about reacting to life, but proactively engaging with it. A Stoic lesson in this regard is simple. Plan, act, and execute. When you take action before problems arise, you position yourself as a leader, someone women secretly admire. They don't want a man who sits back and waits for life to happen. They want a man who creates his own path and takes action to make things happen. Being proactive also means taking control of your emotions. Instead of reacting impulsively, a modern Stoic practices emotional discipline. He faces challenges with clarity and resolve, never letting emotions cloud his judgment. Responsibility here goes beyond simply managing tasks. It extends to managing yourself. Women love a man who can control his impulses, who remains calm in chaos, and who doesn't buckle under pressure. In today's world, where distractions are everywhere, being proactive with your time and energy is vital. Don't allow your attention to be scattered. Don't let life pass you by while you remain passive. You must engage with life at the level of action and intention. Take the reins in your life and make sure that every action you take aligns with your goals. The key to mastering responsibility and proactivity lies in discipline. Don't wait for motivation. Create it. Every morning, ask yourself, what can I do today to move closer to my goals? What steps can I take to improve my life and the lives of those around me? The Blessing of Stoicism gives you the tools to answer these questions with clarity. By understanding that you are the architect of your destiny, you will be inspired to act. The Stoic lessons here are powerful. The world is chaotic, but you can remain steadfast and focused. Through proactivity, you not only take control of your life, but you also earn the respect of those around you. Women admire a man who takes responsibility and acts with purpose. They are drawn to his decisiveness, his strength of character, and his unyielding commitment to his values. To be a modern Stoic is to embrace responsibility with every breath you take. It's not enough to sit back and hope for things to fall into place. You must create your own fortune, your own path. Don't let the world define you. You must define yourself. Proactivity is the key to this. Women secretly love a man who embodies this principle, who doesn't wait for life to hand him what he wants, but instead, he goes out and takes it. It's about building a life that aligns with your values, staying focused and embracing the journey with intent and purpose. Your life is your creation, and by living with responsibility and proactivity, you invite success, love, and respect into your life. This is the power of Stoicism in action. The Stoic man knows that every step he takes, every decision he makes, is his to own. And that's exactly why women are drawn to him. They know that a man who takes responsibility for his life is someone worth admiring. 12. Emotional control and resilience. Emotional control and resilience, two of the most powerful traits a man can develop. In a world that throws endless challenges your way, these qualities are your armor. But here's the truth. They are not natural. They must be built, cultivated. And the Stoic life, the Stoic principles, are your blueprint. Don't think for a second that emotional control is something you can only master when everything is calm. It's in the storm that your strength is proven. You must train yourself each day to remain unmoved by external forces. A real man, one that women secretly love, isn't one to crumble in the face of adversity. He is the one who stands firm, who meets hardship with calm and clarity. And let's be clear, this is not about suppressing emotions, far from it. This is about choosing your response. When life hits, when things don't go your way, it's not the event that defines you, it's how you react to it. This is where resilience comes in. You are going to face rejection, disappointment, and setbacks, but it's how you rise after you've fallen that shows your true character. The Stoic life teaches us that true strength isn't about avoiding hardship, it's about embracing it and becoming stronger because of it. Take the advice of the ancient Stoics. Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants, as Epictetus wisely said. You must control your desires, your impulses, and your emotional reactions. Women are drawn to men who are emotionally stable, men who show resilience when life tests them. A man who is constantly at the mercy of his emotions is not only unpredictable, he is unreliable. A Stoic man, on the other hand, remains steady, calm, and resolute, no matter the storm around him. That is power. That is the essence of the Stoic principles. Understand this. Emotional control and resilience are not optional. They are essential. You must build them every single day. When you're faced with a challenge, whether at work or in a relationship, pause. Don't react immediately. Breathe, reflect, then choose how to respond. When you do respond, make sure it's with purpose, poise, and power. Remember, life is not about waiting for the storm to pass. It's about learning how to dance in the rain. So every time you encounter a difficulty, see it as an opportunity, a chance to grow, a chance to prove to yourself that you can handle anything that comes your way. Because this is the essence of the Stoic life: unwavering emotional control and unbreakable resilience. Master them, and you will become the kind of man that women secretly admire: silent yet strong, calm yet powerful, resilient in the face of life's toughest challenges. 13. Being unshakable in your principles. Being unshakable in your principles is one of the most powerful habits that men can adopt. It's not just about having strong beliefs, but about staying true to them, regardless of external pressures. Women are drawn to men who have a deep sense of integrity, who do not waver when faced with challenges. This trait is timeless and speaks volumes about your character. To cultivate this, adopt the mindset of the modern Stoic, a person who remains firm in their values, who is unmoved by external circumstances. The blessing of Stoicism lies in its ability to bring clarity and resilience, and it's what makes a man unshakable. Think about how a man like Marcus Aurelius, an old Stoic, faced immense pressure as an emperor, yet stood resolute in his beliefs, guiding his decisions with wisdom. He didn't change his values based on fleeting circumstances. Neither should you. Women secretly admire men who remain consistent, who stand firm in what they believe in, especially in times of adversity. A man who can stick to his principles, even when the world tells him to do otherwise, is a man of true strength. Modern Stoics understand that their beliefs are not negotiable. They don't bend under the weight of social expectations. They lead by example. This kind of strength is magnetic. Women see a man who is not easily swayed as someone dependable, someone who can lead with authority and compassion. So, start practicing this today. Don't let the opinions of others dictate your decisions. Stick to your values and let that inner strength guide you in every aspect of life. Remember this: the world doesn't need more men who follow the crowd. It needs men who stand apart because of their principles, their authenticity, and their unwavering commitment to doing what is right. Embrace the blessing of Stoicism in your daily life. Be someone who doesn't hesitate to speak up when it matters, even if it's uncomfortable. This will not only earn you the respect of women, but will also command the respect of everyone around you. The next time you face a tough decision, ask yourself, what would a modern Stoic do? The answer will reveal the unshakable man you are becoming. In your relationships, this is just as crucial. When you show up with integrity, when your actions reflect your beliefs, it builds trust. Women love men who can lead, who aren't afraid to make tough choices because their principles guide them. Old Stoics like Seneca often wrote about the importance of staying grounded in one's principles, even if it meant walking a lonely path. This is not an easy journey, but it's one that will pay off in ways you cannot yet see. By staying true to your core beliefs, you show that you are not just reacting to life, but actively creating your own path. This is what makes a man attractive, not just in the eyes of women, but to everyone who crosses his path. So, take a moment to reflect on your principles. Are you living by them? Are you unshakable in your beliefs? Make a commitment today to embody the strength of a modern Stoic, one who does not waver, one who is grounded in his values. When you do, you will see the change in your life and in the way people respond to you. Stay true to yourself, be consistent, and remember, women appreciate strength that comes from integrity. Your unshakable nature will inspire those around you, and you will be the kind of man who is both admired and trusted. What do you think? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments. Let's keep the conversation going. Bonus: embracing vulnerability and openness. Embracing vulnerability and openness is a trait that women secretly love in men, though it is often underestimated. Don't be deceived into thinking that showing vulnerability means you're weak. It's quite the opposite. To be vulnerable is to exhibit emotional strength, a strength that is rooted in being true to yourself and allowing others to see your authentic self. The modern Stoic understands this principle deeply. Stoicism is not about suppressing emotions or becoming emotionally indifferent. Rather, it's about managing those emotions with wisdom and understanding. The blessing of Stoicism lies in its ability to help a man control his reactions while also embracing his vulnerability in the right context. It's about having the strength to stand firm in your beliefs and opinions, while also being open enough to express your inner thoughts and feelings freely, without fear of being judged or misunderstood. In relationships, this emotional openness fosters trust. Women genuinely appreciate when a man shows that he's emotionally available, as opposed to being distant, cold, or overly guarded. It makes them feel valued, understood, and secure in their connection with him. It's about breaking down the walls that many men mistakenly build around themselves, walls that prevent emotional intimacy and true connection. Vulnerability isn't about becoming overly sentimental or needy. Instead, it's about being comfortable with your emotions and sharing them without reservation. This kind of openness can seem uncomfortable at first, especially for men who are used to the old Stoic approach of keeping emotions in check. However, the true power of Stoicism is not in suppressing emotions, but in choosing how to express them with purpose and thoughtfulness. By allowing yourself to show vulnerability, you're not only strengthening the bond between you and your partner, but also fostering a healthier relationship dynamic. Women want to see that you're willing to be authentic and honest, not hiding behind a false persona or a rigid sense of control. They value emotional connection, and this emotional openness is what builds trust and deepens intimacy. The modern Stoic knows that this trust is essential. It's the foundation of all strong relationships. When you're emotionally available and open, you're demonstrating that you're present in the relationship, fully engaged, and willing to share the real you. This goes a long way in making your partner feel truly seen and heard. It's not about laying all your emotions on the table all the time, but it's about knowing when to let your guard down and allowing your partner to see your human side, your strengths, and your vulnerabilities. This is what creates a lasting, meaningful connection. You must let go of the idea that vulnerability is a weakness. In fact, it is one of the strongest traits a man can display. True strength comes from being secure enough in yourself to show your emotional side. The blessing of Stoicism lies in understanding that it's okay to be emotionally open, even while maintaining a sense of inner control and resilience. This emotional availability is what allows a deeper, more authentic bond to grow. Women want to feel that their partner is someone they can rely on, not just in moments of strength, but in moments of vulnerability as well. So, remember, be honest, be open, and be authentic. Don't shy away from expressing your true feelings. When you embrace vulnerability, you are creating an opportunity for a stronger, more authentic connection with your partner. It's an opportunity to build a relationship that's rooted in trust, understanding, and emotional depth. Don't hide behind walls of Stoic detachment. Show the world your true self and let others connect with you on a deeper level. In doing so, you will cultivate a relationship that is both strong and emotionally rich. Embrace this opportunity for emotional growth. Let me know how you incorporate vulnerability into your life. Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Let's discuss how this powerful trait can strengthen relationships. Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in today. If you've made it this far, I hope you found some valuable insights about the habits that make men more attractive, and how incorporating the wisdom of Stoicism can elevate not just your relationships, but your life in general. Remember, self-discipline and independence aren't just habits. They're ways of being that shape your character, your mindset, and ultimately, the way others see you. Here's my advice. Start small. Choose one habit, whether it's being more disciplined with your goals or taking a step toward more independence in your decisions, and make it a daily practice. You don't need to be perfect, but consistency is key. As Marcus Aurelius said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. So let your thoughts be grounded in self-discipline, confidence, and resilience. Embrace these Stoic principles, and you'll see just how attractive they make you, not just to others, but to yourself as well." If you found this helpful, leave a comment below and share your thoughts. How do you plan to implement these habits in your daily life? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with anyone who could benefit from these timeless Stoic lessons. Take care, and remember, be the best version of yourself every single day.